All right, I'm in Central Florida, Zone 9B, and what I sort of want to talk about today is cardboard and mulch. Now, a lot of people choose not to use cardboard. I'm going to show you my cardboard pile so you can see what exactly I use. I use basically anything that comes in cardboard. Now, people knock it and saying, well, what about the chemicals and so forth and the coloring? And well, I don't know it to be a fact, but from what I understand that a lot of it is required to be made of recyclable soy-based products. Also, the tapes and stuff are made from gum tree. And no, it's not 100% pure, but in a situation where I'm growing an orchard, it's free. And it does an amazing job. I want to show you a couple of areas here. This citrus area, we cardboarded and mulched it every year for 3 years now. And I want to show you this because you can't see the cardboard anymore. And we've already actually cardboarded it this year. Here's a remnant. And the reason why I have remnants like this is because I have chickens, and they come in here and they dig and rotate this stuff around like crazy, which I want them to do. They're eating bugs and fertilizing while they do it. So also note, they say not to plant citrus and mulch, but here we got a beautiful looking citrus tree in a mulch. So anyhow, so some of the pluses and minuses of this and how it works as a weed barrier. Let's say I was gonna cardboard and mulch this bush right here. Let me see if I can find some good example pieces. I would do something like this. I would put it and for me, the idea is to keep the weeds up from getting into the tree area so the tree can take on a so it can grow without weed pressure. And then on top of this, we make a my husband does a really nice job. We call it a tree, I call it a tree nest. He makes a perfect circle. The chickens have been digging out here, but I'm going to show you some newer boarded and mulched trees that have, this right here is a pomegranate. But yes, and the benefits of it is it breaks down in the soil. It's not permanent. It recycles materials that would otherwise wind up filling the dumps and not giving any life back. So that's where my argument lies. It is a sustainable product. You're always bringing cardboard into your house. It's always there. And do you want to have something extremely pure? Do you want to be a consumer and go buy something to put on your land and throw out the free stuff that you get because it ain't perfect? It is up to the gardener to decide if that item, which type of gardening you want to do. And you need to make those decisions early on, because if I were to try and be pure about planting, I would say I could maybe plant 3 pure product trees as to 10 trees with the same amount of money. And that's where I'm at. I need to produce what I can on a limited budget. So I'm a cheapskate, so I naturally choose not to buy cardboard paper products. Now, the other thing that cardboard and mulch, cardboard and mulch, the other competition you have is like weed barrier. And I'm also going to show you, I cardboarded and mulched this whole garden area. And you do get weeds eventually, but you add a little more cardboard and a little more mulch and you're all good. Or you can hand pull the few small ones. But yeah, the whole walkway has been done in cardboard and mulch in here last year. And I'm gonna go over and show you some weed barrier. Now, I haven't recently put this up. This has been here for a while, but I want to talk about some of the things that you may not be thinking about while planting a garden. So here's a weed barrier, and here's what happens after time. And every year I've come in here and pulled these weeds. I mean, right now it's out of control, but the weeds that wind up in here are super resilient and almost nearly impossible to pull out. The downfall, I've gardened with weed barriers before. My biggest downfall is if you are a gardener, you're not going to plant once and be satisfied. You are going to want to plant something different next year, or not like the spot this plant is in, and then want to move the plant, and you're going to have to cut a new hole in your fabric or try and figure out how to shove the dirt back in there. These are some of the things I have against landscape fabric. And the other thing is, it costs money. The mulch system is a perpetual system. You can't just put the cardboard down and the mulch down and be done with it. You do, the weeds, when they do come, are super easy to pull. That I'll tell you, but you have to refresh the mulch every year. And I was sort of showing you that over here, or trying to give you an idea that say what they mean by, you know, every year you're gonna have to put another 2 inches on. Well, like I said, we started out with a big hump and a nest, and your mulch deteriorates at different levels. Sorry, I'm losing my breath. And the nutrients from the mulch sink into the ground, and as you add on fresh and add on fresh, those nutrients, it's like adding a fertilizer. So not only are you saving money by getting free mulch from the tree company and your free cardboard, but you know, it is a fertilizer that you don't have to buy now. Now, I do recommend, if you don't have animals, to get some manure products on occasion and fertilize your trees. As a matter of fact, because I really want these citrus trees to grow fast, I've been having them on the Job's Organic citrus fertilizer. But alternately, I'd shovel out the chicken coop and put a couple shovelfuls around each of these plants every so often. But I think I've covered everything. This is a newer plant. Chickens, because of the style of mulch, they haven't been able to kick it out as bad. But generally speaking, every year you should put a 2-inch layer over your mulch. And I was also going to, you know, talk about the area that I live in. We have white sand And there's no nutrients in that. And also nematode issues. That's why I make mine like 12 inches deep. And in the summertime, this year it's been great. We've been getting a good rain once a week, but there's been 2 months we've gone without rain and 96-degree temperatures and humidity and no rain in this white sand soil. And plants need, they need, you know, if I don't want to be hand watering everything twice a day, and I mean twice a day because some of it is that bad as far as the drought-like conditions, then this mulching system really helps me out. An aspect of watering or having the plants survive the deep, hot summers. So I hope this will help somebody in their gardening experience or open their mind to different thoughts. And one of the things I do like about gardening is there's no rules. People try and make rules. You can't do this because there's, you know, print on the cardboard, the newspaper's too shiny, whatever. And yeah, well, if you close your mind to every rule that you find, you really paint yourself into a corner. So I'd like to encourage people not to let the rules overwhelm them and think outside of the box and think about sustainability and what you can afford. And would you rather have more trees or 2 or 3 perfect trees, or, you know, and either decision is fine and is okay, you know, but like I said, some of those decisions just need to be made early on. And good luck to you in your gardening adventures. It's been nice talking to you on this beautiful Florida Zone 9B morning. Definitely nice out today. Have a good day.